Hello gorgeous, my name is Lolli Wren and this is Daphne, and today we're going to be showing you how we made it was all her, all mine, the music video.
Pedro, Lolli.
Thank you so much for coming. If you were wondering about why I chose this outfit, basically a cheap nightie and a lacy shawl and like wet looking hair, the answer is I don't know. There's not really a reason. It just had to look neutral. That was the only other thing I had that was a sort of nude palette. I wear a lot of colours usually, and so yeah, that's why I'm wearing a nightie. Oh, my knee. My hair was supposed to look like slicked back, but it didn't really work. So it just looks dry and damp at the same time. We see for the first time Tiny Me, which is played by Gabriela, and she did an absolutely wonderful job. We actually filmed this in my apartment just not long after I'd moved in. I think I'd been here like a month, and it was good because it was all empty, which meant that we can design little sets. So this is not a bedroom at all. It is an empty dining room. Well, it was an empty dining room until we moved all this shit in here. In the background, the beady-eyed among you will see that they are Shakira posters, Destiny's Child and Avril Lavigne, and it was quite funny as Carolina and I were sticking them to the wall, and Gabriela was like, "Oh, who's that?" We felt like ancient relics. That Care Bear was in fact purchased as an adult. I actually never had one as a child, but always wanted one. I taught Gabriela how to assemble the flute and how to kind of make it look like she was playing it, 'cause she'd never tried before. And she actually got really into it, and she wanted to stay after she had done her scenes to practice more, which was adorable. She was so cute. I started playing the flute from around 6 or 7, and so it's been sort of one constant thing in my life when everything else has changed, and so that's why we use the flute as a symbol in this video. And that wasn't my idea, that was actually the director's idea, Rúben. He asked me so many really deep questions when it came to making this video, like, can you think of anything that's always been there? And I was like, oh, my flute. And initially it seemed like a strange idea to use the flute as a symbol because there's not flute in the song, but it has inspired me to play flute in more songs that I make next. So So in this bit, I pushed my voice down so low to try and get that as a double, and I don't think anyone really noticed. Time I could let go. Yeah, it's gone. But it was there, and now it's gone. It's boring. The dark crept out to live in me. So this is older me. Really, it's actually Íris. It's another beautiful actress. Shooting this bit was very surreal.
Os dois, só que eu não tenho o líquido.
Deixa-me avaliar. Espera aí.
Espera. É que é de cima para baixo, pá.
Está bem, mas... Não, aqui desse lado está a ver, mas aquele lado também está...
Foi, é isso mesmo.
1, 2, 3, ação.
The dawn crept out to live in me. So school was awful for me. I hated every single second of it. It was diabolical. And we went to a school to film this to make it realistic, because in this instance I was trying to escape school. We shot this video in Portugal, and Portuguese children, luckily for them, don't have to wear school uniform. So it was very interesting seeing Íris's reaction to having to wear this Miraculously, Carolina managed to source a uniform that looked very, very similar to the one I had to wear.
Oh, so great!
Aqui o uniforme inglês.
Yeah, she was like, this is so uncomfortable. There was no way I would ever wear this. And I was like, I know, right? One thing that she's wearing in here that I would not have been allowed to wear at school is a necklace with an L on it. It was an idea that I had that both Íris and Gabriela, representing me in two different points of my childhood, would wear the same necklace to try and sort of keep the continuity going, that it was me, but you can't really see it. The ropes thing was the first image that I had when it came to making a music video to this song. Being tied up and constrained by your past, but not to the point where you're unable to free yourself. So it had to be ropes as opposed to something more impenetrable like chains, because ropes are an organic material that can be burnt. That's the point of the song, really. Things that prevent us from living authentically and living joyfully are kind of analogous with rope, because rope can easily not be there. It can be destroyed. So anyway. Our forest hide among the trees. Our days are shadowed by the night. So this second verse, just to talk about the lyrics quick, basically comprised of concepts that sort of help me grow and help me heal. You can't see the forest through the trees. Watch me break the cycle of a broken home. There's no grudge or burden left to let them go. The build-up of this part musically, breaking the cycle of a broken home, and you see the ropes come off.
We're doing it.
For the dynamics of the music then to come all the way down after the let them go, it was kind of supposed to make it feel like the dust was settling and that I can now continue with me in the present, going into a brighter future, as opposed to the bleak one that I initially read on my palms as a child. And no one, from what I've seen, has noticed this yet. If you look at the edges, it's all been a square, hasn't it? Alas, it does not remain a square. The little edges come out. The dark crept out to live in me, a wide-awake recurring dream, is just a way for me to dissociate with depression. So I suffered depression for probably as long as I can remember. And it's something that might come and rear its ugly head, but you can get rid of it. It is not who I am. When it takes hold, I feel a tight yet familiar grip, because that's all it is. It's just something that I recognise. 306 is an absolutely terrifying frame. Like possessed. Ropes, they didn't burn easily. It's the struggle because of the power of cinema and clever people. You would think that I'm just looking there at those ropes burning on the floor. Alas, I was gazing upon a barbecue. So the barbecue was barbecuing. I think it was like 3 a.m. The rope barbecue was actually a really nice source of warmth. So, yeah. Everyone worked so hard on this video. It was crazy. It was all just so intense. And at this point, the intensity had just turned into... I don't know anymore. And that's what you're seeing. Thinking about now, I have some chocolate in my bag. Yeah, and I'm just thinking about when I'm going to eat it. Sorry, I'm trying to stay present. Just get a little bit more sad as well for the vibes, because I don't feel sad at all. When I go like that, I think I was looking at Rúben to be like, am I doing it? And he thought it looked cool, so he kept it in. But actually I was like... Since this black hole in me swallowed all my pride. When I was very, very depressed, I felt like hollow inside. So this big black hole that sucks in all the joy and everything, and you're just rah. But it also sucked in all the pride. I didn't want to prove anything to anyone anymore. I just wanted to make something meaningful. And it made me stop caring about what people thought of me, and it gave me the freedom to make stuff that I think has meaning. Yeah. And then you can see the beautiful Gabriela and Íris, just their essence, just who they are. They're fine as they are, and they're existing. When I see them, they're these representations of me as a child, just standing there, perfect as they are. I saved a lot of money on therapists from doing this. There's something so incredibly powerful about seeing this human that's supposed to represent you as a child, and you used to hate yourself when you were as a child, but you look at this visual representation of it and you're like, you're such a perfect little human. Like, wow. I very much hope you have enjoyed this behind the scenes experience. I'll be very curious to read your comments as to how your interpretation of it was similar or different to the intention behind it. I'm just really excited to make more stuff for you, which I am very actively doing at this time, so you stick around and I will stick around and we'll stick here together. Until next time, love you bunches, have a beautiful day. Mwah. Thank you for watching this. Love you, bye.